Matt Walsh is a pussy. If I'm so retarded, Matt Walsh, then ask your dad to debate me. What is a woman? Two genders. That's all you can debate? Is two genders? Shut up. You're selling out your country. Okay. You sat there like a good little goy.
This week, Matt Walsh and Sneako have gotten in a ton of beef, so I just want to cover the whole thing for you guys, and you can see the hypocrisy with Matt Walsh and why exactly he's afraid to debate Sneako. So this whole interaction started with this tweet from Matt Walsh where he said, Mamdani's win had nothing to do with the economy, nothing to do with whatever BS the pundits are selling. Mamdani won because he appealed to the tribal interests of the foreigners who have taken over the city. The longer that voters had lived in New York, the less they supported Mamdani. And Sneako said it perfectly. No, he won because he refused to sell out to a foreign nation, something you have yet to do. Everyone knows it, and the more you blatantly avoid it, the more the people just distrust a so-called patriot like you. Where does your allegiance lie, Matt? And so this is where they just started going off on each other. Matt Walsh said, my allegiance certainly doesn't lie with the third world Islamic communists and their brain-dead simps like you. We're not communists, okay? But
it's completely against Islam.
Just lying. Yeah, that's
completely a contradiction and forbidden in the religion of Islam.
It's an oxymoron to say a Islamic communist. That makes no sense.
I hate communists. They massacred my family, bro. They didn't allow Muslims to even touch the Quran or Christians to touch the Bible. Complete contradiction of all faiths, not just Islam, all religion.
Anyways, he said, you would happily sell the whole country down the river and embrace the destruction of our culture and identity by anti-American barbarians, so long as the barbarians also hate a foreign nation. I would say that you're an insidious phony, but I think you're too retarded to be as insidious as you seem. Anyways, my allegiance is to my country, the country that you couldn't give less of a shit about, that you have no stake in, and that you have contributing nothing to.
What's his response?
And then look what Sneako said. He made this image of Ben that looks like zapping Matt Walsh.
That looks like a little Hassan meme kind of.
And he said, I'll happily debate you then. Tell me the time and place that your boss approves of. And so then Matt Walsh with the ad hominems, hey, did you ever complete your quest to make Haiti great again? We've been waiting for an update on this. Soon people will know the truth about the beautiful
country. It's too dangerous in Haiti, bro. They're literally cannibals right now.
Yeah.
Fighting, killing. I don't know if they stabilized, bro, and I feel so bad for the people of Haiti, but it was literally like the most dangerous place on earth at one moment.
Matt said, I was just informed that this D-bag left the Catholic faith and converted to Islam, an apostate with a 70 IQ who romanticizes third world shitholes and votes for commies. Other than that, seems like a great guy. We're about to get into our takes, but Matt, Sneako going off on him.
Somebody puts a video up, bro. Please.
It's mad funny, bro. It's mad funny.
Yeah?
Matt Walsh is a pussy. What he's trying to do is get the audience to think that I'm a 70 IQ communist third worldist. If I'm so retarded, Matt Walsh, then ask your dad to debate me. Call up Ben Shapiro and say, please, daddy, can I debate the guy that I'm so angry at? And you know what happened? He probably did. And he said, no, nah, hung up the phone. Or he's just a pussy and realizes he knows he's on the wrong side of history. He cannot defend his points. So he's going to continue to say that, oh, I'm Haitian and I'm a communist and I'm a terrorist and I'm an Islamist. Nobody believes this bullshit anymore. People are tired of it. Matt Walsh, shut the up or just debate. Stop tweeting at me. You're wasting everyone's time. Just like your boss, Ben Shapiro, is wasting away eating at this country. Shut the up or debate. If I'm retarded, you would be able to debate me.
Why won't Ben debate Nick? Because he would get demolished. He would get ripped apart.
So they run away in fear.
So what they do, bro, what these guys have done is because society has gone so far off the path, these so-called neocons will throw you crumbs. Matt Walsh will make a documentary like, what is a woman? So you think he's based. He wears a flannel t-shirt and he's telling you that there's only two genders. So you go, oh yeah, this guy's fighting back against the libs. He's fighting against the libs. He's on the right side of history. And then meanwhile, he's actually a cuck getting it up his butt like this from a foreign nation. It's ridiculous. And then they won't even debate any people with a different perspective on this issue because they know they will get demolished, bro. Demolished. There's points that they literally have no
only one way out, bro. There's only one way out for them.
False flag. False flag. That's it,
False flag.
Everyone's awake to what's going on in the world right now and who controls it. So the only option they have is to try to deflect all that anger onto Muslims.
And if you don't think intelligence agencies do that shit, it's already been proven from communist countries to this one to overthrowing Iran. We did it ourselves. We overthrew governments. So you go, you send in foreign intelligence, you send agents, you create chaos, you attack with the media, with press, you hire foreign agitators, and then you try to pin it on the group you want to destroy.
Bro, we literally just saw, what was it, a month ago, the leader of the foreign nation in the Middle East saying we're going to be ramping up and putting millions of dollars into propaganda in the U.S.
And you had one of them leading the chaos in Dearborn, which has not bothered anyone. They've never had an incident.
Jake Lang.
Nothing has happened there, but now they've chosen it because it's the largest Middle Eastern community. They started planting stories. There was a foiled plot, all conveniently in the last couple of weeks, couple of months, because they're getting, in my opinion, they're going to do something because the American people have woken up. The American people are not buying this shit no more. The American people realize who controls all the shit that's going on in the industries and how it affects our children and families and filth and disgusting, and who owns all the websites and why they're suppressing free speech, which should be alarming to any American, regardless if it ain't the Muslims. You should be terrified that they're f***ing with your free speech. You should be terrified, bro. If you're so scared of communism, Matt Walsh, you should be terrified at the suppression and shadow banning that's been occurring on all these platforms from your buddies. You're not a true American. You're a bitch. Debate Sneako, bitch. Bitch.
All right. And let me just explain real quick, too, where all these terms like 𝐡𝐞𝐤 and basically a lot of the anti-Islam propaganda that's going out there actually comes from. So as you know,
They're chosen because we're all
control
losers.
the media.
Only they're cool.
Okay? So your parents that you're trying to explain this issue to, you know what I'm saying? Like, who actually runs the world? The people that run that are the Chosens. Now, what the Chosens do is every accusation they make is actually a confession.
Gaslight.
So when concepts like 𝐡𝐞𝐤 go into the news
Out of
from
nowhere,
them, they start because that's what they're actually doing. It's the same thing with Palestine. They say, oh, they were raping kids and they were cutting off and killing babies. That's what they were actually doing.
To men.
So it's funny because
to men.
Your parents that hate Islam, the reasons they hate Islam is why we criticize, me and you, that nation in the Middle East. But because every accusation is a confession and that's where your parents get their news from, that's why they hate Islam. Do you think that's explained pretty well, right? Doesn't that summarize it?
Where are you getting your I always tell everyone, every lecture I give, where are you getting your information from? Who controls it? Who owns it? Your politician. Who puts money in their pockets? Which lobby? That's all you need to know. You guys are fucking clowns, bro. If you think Islam is the problem, you guys are already. You're done. Even if every Muslim left the West, you guys are cooked, bro.
Nothing's changing, bro.
You're finished. Leave Islam out of it. They want to make a... Here's what's happening, because they've robbed the country completely blind. They've taken all the power. They've sent their... Imagine you lost your son in these wars. Afghanistan
Couldn't
and
even
Iraq.
imagine.
Bro, I was just at a gathering for veterans. I swear to God. It was just their anniversary of the Marines. I swear to Allah, I'm not lying. Right here on camera. I was with like 50, 60 Marines, and they were all like, yeah, man, we got played. We got used. They all, imagine, these are veterans. You don't think the new ones are probably too young to realize it. The veterans regretted they ever was sent over there, dude. The majority that I know.
Do you give them dawah?
No, bro. I just tell them, man, if you know that that's a lie, you should go deeper in your thing. Look for God, bro. God's out there. Imagine going to Afghanistan, and after 24 years of war, trillions of dollars, they were going to take out the Taliban. They were working with them the whole entire time, bro. Left them in power with more weapons than they've ever dreamed of. You must feel real good as a GI. You guys did great. They played you, bro. They were more important to protect the poppy field seeds, heroin market there than they cared about the Afghani people, bro. Let's be real, dude. And minerals or whatever the they had there.
If a retard that I disagreed with said, hey, debate me, I would debate him because it's a retard. It's a 70 IQ retard. Now everybody knows that you're disingenuous. You don't mean what you say. You can debate transgender college students, but when it comes to the retarded communist Haitian, now you're scared. What is a woman? Two genders. That's all you can debate? It's two genders? Shut up. You're selling out your country. You're trying to say that, I snake Catholicism and Christians. Ben Shapiro laughed in front of you about nuns and about priests being pedophiles, making fun of Catholicism in front of your face. And what did your little goy slave ass do, Matt? Oh, okay. You sat there like a good little goy and did nothing. But I'm the evil guy destroying Christianity. You're selling out your country and your people right now, talking about the left, it's the transgenders.
There's no left or right.
What year do you think it is? You think people are still talking about transgenders? This is the problem? Transgenders run the government? Tran-pack?
It's not even trans that are the ones pushing that ideologies in schools.
No, they're not.
That's the funny thing. So it's like, even though we like to complain about the trans people, which isn't even a real problem.
They're really not a threat, dude. They're really not a threat.
It's like
They're really
that's
not.
like the bottom of the bottom of the problems in
They're
America.
really not a threat at all.
Look at the source of transgenderism.
Who made those books?
Look at why those people even became.
Who pushed that idea? Don't.
The Muslims.
No, the Muslims. Yeah, you're right. Muslims pushed it. Muslims pushed it.
I gotta say,
you know whose father-in-law basically own the textbooks that push that?
The Muslims.
There was a guy, he had an island. He was with a woman named 𝐒𝐤𝐤𝐿.
Yeah.
Her daddy was a top agent of that country.
Yeah.
Which is why it's a national security threat right now. Candace Owens was talking about. Because what are they all, brother? Island boys. They're island boys. They took your girls to blackmail big politicians. They won't even tell you the truth because it's a threat to national security. What does that tell you?
Yo, dude.
Infiltrated government. This country's cooked. America, wake up. SOS, wake up.
Yo.
Whatever they're telling you in the news to worry about, that's probably the last thing you should be worrying about.
Yo, Beck, I've been practicing this faith for about 1.5 years, and I have to say I was wrong. I did a lot of research, and I found out it's actually the Muslims that control the corn sites.
Gambling, alcohol, insurance, which is a ripoff. You
Debt
pay, you pay insurance, and then when it's time, they don't want to give you the money that you paid your whole life because your house burned down. They control fentanyl.
Dude, the Muslims are the reason
No, they make your girls wear
that your women are dressing naked, bro.
No. They're selling your daughters in saunas. No.
Disgusting, bro. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
We got to get rid of these Muslims, man.
Bro,
they're evil,
the
dude.
worst, bro.
Muslims are evil, bro.
Is 98% of their politicians winning elections? No, Matt. It's your boss. Therefore, it's you. You work for them. You're selling out white people right now. You're talking about the white. You put in your flannel shirt. Matt Walsh,
That's
every
the funniest
stream,
joke,
puts on
the
his
flannel
flannel
shirt.
shirt and I just went fishing. I'm an American and I'm doing something for this country. And talks about transgenders and the left. That's who killed Charlie Kirk, a transgender. That's why the white race is declining. That's why there's gay pride flags in all the churches in America, most of them, because of the left. You think that's the reason why? Was it the left who started Epstein's Island, Matt Walsh? Was it the left who owns Donald Trump? Is Trump pushing in the chair for the left or for Netanyahu? Is it the left that's bombing Iran after they said no new wars? So just shut the f already.
Absolutely cooked his ass, bro.
It's like this.
Stop, no.
Basically, Matt Walsh.
And he still responded to this.
Matt Walsh, you just ended your career, dude.
Wow, this guy seems upset, but why would I debate a foreign nation's influence on American politics? I don't think any foreign government should have any influence over our country. I dare you, Matt Walsh. I dare you to say that to your boss.
Matt Walsh is scared.
I dare you and see what he says.
Matt Walsh is scared. So is Ben Shapiro running.
I don't think any foreign government
Pull up Nima, bro.
He wants
Pull him up.
After
they got a war going on amongst themselves right now.
Oh, that one's funny. He wants me to defend a position I don't even hold because he's too chicken shit to debate the areas where we actually disagree, such as his love of communism.
There's nothing. He does not like communism.
His romanticization of third world dumps and the fact that he's an apostate traitor to the Christian faith who's so desperate for attention and clout that he switched to Islam just for the clicks. First of all, Sneako was already extremely viral. He's world famous before he accepted Islam, bro.
Way before Islam, bro.
You don't accept Islam to make a bunch of money, bro. Like, this is not the demographic.
It's also a man that turned down $26 million to sell gambling. You sold your ass and soul for a lot less, Matt Walsh. You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
I know.
You're a bitch. If you don't debate Sneako, you are a bitch. Your career is finished. You're cooked. You're done. You're finished. You're done. You're cooked. If you can't debate, this is all you do is talk shit, right? If you can't debate Sneako, your career is finished. You're cooked, bro. You're done. And Ben Shapiro, if you can't debate Nick Fuentes, you're finished also, bro.
Ben's already finished. Nobody listens to him anymore. Even my family members. Like, yeah, he's too, you know what I'm saying? Nobody listens to this guy, dude. Even Nick slid. You can't debate about a foreign nation because Ben is your boss and he signs your paychecks. You keep deflecting by attacking brown Muslims, but never forget that you are worse because you're a white Christian and you provide cover for who hate your people. Now,
the way Nick Fuente became like a virus in the Matrix, dude.
Bro, Nick, honestly, bro, you guys have to see what he's doing, bro. He's one of the only people in the politics space that is acknowledging that Muslims are not a problem in America. He's the only one,
which is crazy. Yeah, he may not respect us in that capacity, but he also respects us enough to know, like, we're not a threat, bro.
Yeah, but at least he's also honest. He's like, Muslims think that Jesus isn't God. He doesn't have to lie about us.
Yeah,
which
but at
is
least
nice.
but he says they respect him. What do they believe about him? Not such nice things.
America's a Christian nation. If you're out there and you're supporting this, you're a cuck. Matt Walsh, you're a cuck. I'd be ashamed if you were my dad. You're a pathetic excuse for a man. And I saw Matt Walsh, who works for this little guy. I saw Matt Walsh, who works for this little guy, Ben Shapiro. He got in a little debate with Sneako. And Sneako is what he is. He's a Muslim. He defends Haiti. He defended Zohran Mamdani. And Matt Walsh likes to pivot to that. He says, well, Sneako's brown. Sneako's Muslim. Sneako's the third worldist. Yeah, and you know what, Walsh? All those things are true. What's your excuse? You're right, Matt. Sneako is Muslim. You're right. Sneako is Haitian. He is non-white. What's your excuse? Here's the difference. Sneako is taking his own side. Sneako is Haitian. He speaks up for Haitians. Sneako is Muslim in part because he's influenced by Malcolm X, and Sneako's part black. He's taking his own side. And you could say what you want about that, but in principle, he's loyal to his people. What's your excuse? Enough with the deflection. Enough running cover for Israel while heaping disdain on brown people. We all see what you're doing. Matt Walsh, as much as you beat your chest about being American and being white and being Christian, you are a cuck for a Jewish who hates Christ, who doesn't like Europeans, and you say you're personally loyal to him. You are the biggest joke, cuck, traitor, embarrassment to our people there is. What's your excuse? Seriously, people have had enough of all of these white people beating their chest about being white, being Christian. I'm American. I'm a heritage American. And yet you cannot even stand up for your own country's independence because you're terrified. Can't stand up for your own church, your own savior, who they hate. Can't stand up for your race, which they also hate. And at the minimum are apathetic about our extinction. And by the way, Matt Walsh said to, I think, Megyn Kelly, he said, well, I'm personally loyal to Shapiro. He said, Shapiro's my friend, and I'm personally loyal to him, and no one's going to make me go against him. You know what Shapiro said to Megyn Kelly a few days later? He said, personal friendships don't get in the way of my morality. If someone's being anti-Semitic, I'll call them out for it. And that's the difference between a bitch and someone who's serious. That's the difference between a slave and a master. That's the difference between a vassal and a feudal lord. That's the difference. Matt Walsh said, Ben Shapiro's my friend. I don't care that he hates America. I don't care that he hates Christ. I don't care that he's working for Israel. He's my buddy. He's my friend. I'll never betray my friend. And Ben Shapiro says, I don't care if you're I don't care if you're my friend, if you're anti-Semitic.
To the voice.
That's the difference. Those people are serious. Those people are ruthless. You think they're your friend? Matt Walsh, you think he's your friend? Tell him what you really think about Israel. See if he's still your friend. Or maybe you don't even know. Maybe you're just ignorant.
Matt Walsh, if you can't debate Sneako, shh, be quiet.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. Matt, you're a puss.
Yeah.
That's it. Peace.